Hey, Ming Ming. I'm gonna be a little bit short on today's quota.
It's all right, buddy. Just how many Etch-a-Sketches did you get finished? Come on, buddy, how many?
I made, 85?
That puts you...
Hi everybody, welcome to Nick the Rat Radio, coming to you live from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. This is the only podcast coming to you from a sewer. We're up to episode 208. I can't believe we made it this far. Let's I already have a beer open, but right now I need another beer. I don't know if you could hear that. Actually, you probably could, because I hear it, which is pretty incredible. I don't know what's going on right now. There's a holiday magic in the sewer. We're drinking some weird, it's probably this beer that's causing all this. This is a Budweiser Copper Lager. It's a Jim Beam special beer. Jim Beam Budweiser. It's 6% alcohol, which might have caused all this problem, but please, if anybody has a drink with them, please open it right now. We're gonna need the good luck. Let's cheers to me. Thank you. Okay. We upgraded the sewer recently, and the upgrade was working perfectly all the way up until about 5 minutes before the show, when the main microphone output was not going through the right output. But now that I'm looking back on it, maybe it was. I don't know. And then I switched back to the old fucking sewer system, and that got all fucked up. And it's still fucked up. But we're going to make it work tonight. So one way or another. So take that. But if you hear any weird audible issues, take it up with my boss. You could send him a letter. We're going to be talking about the magical Christmas elves tonight. It was weird because when I posted the subject of tonight's show, I wrote elves with a ELFS, and then there's there's elves. When there's more than one, there's VES. They're elves, but I think they're elves. I never really pronounced it as elves before. Like, oh man, those Christmas elves are cool. I usually said those Christmas elves. Those Christmas elves are awesome. But maybe they're not awesome. I've done a lot of digging and come up with a lot of answers that I'm going to be sharing. Actually, Darth Radar Alf is closer than you might know. We'll discuss that a little bit later in the show. I've dug up a lot of dirt on these elves. And, whoa. This mic is picking up it's so hot right now. It's hot in the sewer, but at least it's snowing out. Yeah, the weather in New York's been really crazy lately as well. It's, yesterday was 50 degrees and raining, and today it was 30 and snowing. And, it's fun times down here. My God, I think I'm hearing elves in the walls or something actually right now. I think they might be coming down here to get me. We're going to start the show off with how we usually started off, with some music. I don't know if anything else is working tonight. So it's kind of like we need a Christmas miracle to bring this all together. But we're going to make it work because we're a community of sewer chatters, and that's what we do. Let's listen to Velvet Mesa by Joe Fottarelli. All the music is on SoundCloud, blah, 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 blah.
Hi.
What is that? What is that, Santa? You're not gonna come until I'm sleeping? All right, let me roll over. Welcome back, everybody. That was Joe Federelli, Velvet Mesa. All the music you could hear is free on SoundCloud. It's go to SoundCloud /NickTheRat/likes/something. Yeah, I'm all confused and discombobulated right now. It might have been because the eggnog that I bought last week was spoiled when I opened the canister, and it got into my brain. You can't let bad eggnog go down the drain. Actually, you probably could. Wait a second. I had something queued up and I didn't play it. I wanted to hear what it was. I just when you switch computers, it's like moving to another country. And then I found this. Let's see what this is.
I'm going to play Jingle Bells.
He's really good at this. Gee.
Thank you.
Why? We're talking about elves tonight. You might know them as Santa's helpers. Please clap after yes, indeed. They do a lot of work. They do a lot of work. These elves. Maybe I should do a quick Google search for Santa's elves because it's good to get out the Wikipedia information. Santa's elves. Yeah, they spell elves as ELVES. I think there's a difference between elves and elves, though. Personally speaking. Oh man, Wikipedia it's lying right off the bat. They say they're a fictional character, an American, Canadian, Irish, British. It's a diminutive elf that lives in Santa's up his pole, and helps him by gift wrapping presents, buying flowers for Mrs. Claus, and giving the reindeers cocaine and hand jobs. Is that how they fly? They got long pointy ears and hats. Oh, they might kind of like me. I got pointy ears and a hat, and they wear green and stuff. Can't do that, but that song was probably owned by JCD, and he shall Dvorak, and he shall be suing me. So we might as well have fun tonight before we get sued out of existence. But that's not what we're talking. We're talking about elves tonight, and I've got a lot of information about these guys that you might not know about, which is going to blow your mind. And if it doesn't, you could get your money back at the door. Let's test the goddamn voicemail system. It might not work. It's probably not going to work. Let's see if it works.
Hello, sweet dear. I just wanted to comment on your show.
Oh.
I think you have a very fabulous show, and you need to keep doing the good work. And
What? What did I tell you? I told you to quit sitting in your pants.
Sorry about that, but I want you to give me a call, okay? And,
Hey! What, you gave me privacy?
I don't know if you should be calling the cops or the clowns. I hope everybody there. I hope everybody in the situation's okay. And yeah, carry on. Sounds like you're having a good time. We'll try to see if the phone lines are working later, so we could take phone calls. But right now, I don't want to fuck with nature. I don't know what boy. Okay, well, you know, we're doing fine so far. We're doing okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? I think. Okay, we're all okay. That's good. Okay, so I got my notes here about. There's a lot of notes. All over the studio walls right now that I have to combine with each other and put. Yeah, that one connects to that one. All this goes together somehow. But the Santa's helpers. Whoa, I keep hearing stuff in the walls over here. Sorry. Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. I need to. I need to listen to some more music right now. Well, let's listen to another tune. We're gonna jump into another song over here, and we'll be right back with more crazy internet open free talk radio on a podcast. I'm Nick the Rat, and you're listening to Nick the Rat Radio. This is Occlusive Occurrences, Final Frontier. Oh my God, there's still noises in the walls. What the hell? Is that an elf? Are there elves running around the sewer? I think I see the top of an elf's head over there. No, that's just that's a alligator. Let's listen to this song.
Is a huge rat.
Well, that was a cool song. That was Final Frontier, Occlusive Occurrences. You could only hear that here. Well, you just did. You could hear it everywhere, actually. If you go to SoundCloud and go to my likes and stuff. Zindu is still gone. He's not around anymore, so I don't know where he is. I have the authorities out looking for him. Got Rainer on the case. I got a whole bunch of people out there looking for him, but I still don't know where he is. He didn't even contact me at all this week. I think he found a turkey and fell in love and disappeared. But we might have news that I could give you, right? Oh boy. Oh God, I hope there's news that I could give to you right now. Let's see. We could talk about the word "they" is named Webster Dictionary's word of the year. Who cares? There's just people in a room picking words, and they're like, "Ooh, they." Why is it even a thing? The word of the year. This is just an article to put out there. We're not going to talk about that because there's my word of the year. Let's see. What would be Nick the Rat's word of the year? Did I learn any new words this year? I'm sure I have. But if I was to say that, I don't know. I think still my favorite word is for a long time and still is it's a Russian word actually. Biggie Mort. I think it's Biggie Mort. Biggie Ma. It means a hippopotamus. Hippopotamus in Russian is just a funny fucking word. So I'm going to say that's my word of the year is the Russian word for hippopotamus. Biggie Mort. We also got the man who ate the $120,000 banana art installation. That was just all bullshit. 100%. Everything is fake in the news. Everything is fake. The Merriam-Webster is fake. The guy that ate the $120,000 banana is fake because if you were actually selling that and they said they sold it, but the artist is not suing them, the person that bought it is not suing them. The Biggie Mort brings out my East Coast accent. Okay, maybe I don't know. A Biggie Mort. Maybe the Mort part does. I don't know. Okay. We got the. He's not getting sued. Some guy ate a banana off the wall, and it was all bullshit. He didn't go to jail. It doesn't even really matter. What? I sound shrill because of my setup. It's not because I was born and raised in Brooklyn. This is a Brooklyn accent, by the way. If you come to New York, everybody here sounds like this. If you didn't know that, well, now you know. Word that will get you kicked off of the out of society, but you know what I'm trying to say. So then after the banana was eaten, they put up Epstein didn't kill himself on the wall. All right, there's two reasons why you know this is bullshit. One, the guy that ate the banana didn't go to jail, and two, who's watching this art exhibit? There's no art guards there. You could have probably went up there and defecated on the wall, and somebody would have thought it was part of the art thing, the installation. Goddamn, I hate most modern art. But artists today, they've really kicked it up a lot of notches. Like really good art back in the day, it didn't look real, like the coloring and all that. But I guess back in the day, the most realistic art was done in marble, which is not many people do today. But they do a lot of. We're way off topic here. We're talking about elves. Elvis tonight. How did he die? How about we talk about Santa? Because if you're talking about elves, American elves, Yeah, I can't wait till I get to the Nordic elves. The elves. That's the fun part of the elfdom. But we're gonna talk about Santa Claus right now, who himself might just be an elf himself, and he might have just been like a giant fat elf, and all the other elves were scared of him, so they did whatever he wanted them to do. I mean, they did whatever he wanted them to do because they were scared of him because he was like the alpha elf, which is weird. But you'll know why it's kind of weird. Unless you're already a Nordic person, you might know why an alpha elf is already a strange thing. But we're not talking about that anyway. Sewer clause. I got the chat, and I got a chat window now, so that helps me a lot. I got a second monitor-ish, but the sound is still all over the place. Maybe we should listen to a voicemail. I'm rambling a lot. Maybe I should open up the Ducky Nose. Ducky's already calling it out there. We should see if the voicemail works. Thanks for tuning to Nick the Rat Radio. We got another voicemail.
Hello, Rat. It's English Dick. I must correct your words from the tweeters today.
Uh-oh.
You say elves. That's like saying leaves. You know, tree scabs?
Trees have leaves.
It's leaves. It's elves. Like Elvis. Leaves. The building.
All right,
Oh,
you have
damn.
a good point, sir.
All right, mind your words or we'll send you back to school, Nick.
No, that's fine. You could send me back to school. The thing is, Oz Tunnan has a very valid point. That both points are very valid. Also, for the past 3 years, I've been saying Oz Tunnan. His name is probably not that. I would like Oz Tunnan to send me a clip of him saying his name or her name. I'm just guessing Oz Tunani is probably a male. Tunanan. Oz Tunanan. It could be Oz Tunanan. Oz Tunan. I don't fucking know. Okay, either way. Might be a something or other. Who knows? Love you, Oz. Stay cool. I guess Oz, well, you could say Oz in other ways too. Society changes words, and words morph over time, just like what elves did, because they weren't always elves. They weren't always elves either. They went from something else to elves to elves to E.L. Fudge. I don't really want to do this. I was going to do this, but I don't even want to hear my own voice for as long as it would take me to do what I'm about to do. But I'm going to do a part of it right now. We're gonna kind of prove a point that Santa himself was probably an elf. A visit from Saint Nick. Hold on one second. A visit from Saint. There we go. The fucking noise gate's on way too loud now. It's not getting my typing. I want my typing to come through, damn it. Okay. This is a kind of long advertisement that I have to click through. No, I don't like the layout of that. Let's get another one. This is a little bit better. Alright, well, we'll start from over here. This is when Santa breaks into somebody's house. And, like a dark elf. Maybe Santa's like a dark elf. Now, we're gonna get into that a little bit later as well. Hold on one second. Let's, he says, come on, Comet, come on, Stupid, come on, Done and Blitzed. We're gonna fly like a hurricane, 45. Smokes the weeds and slays crack cocaine. The stump of pipe he held in his teeth. See, this is actually scary. This guy comes down. This is like a kid describing this guy, right? This is like a police sketch artist. A kid was like, hey, this is what he looked like. And here we go. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. Because he was probably cracked out on crack cocaine, and in Mali. His cheeks were like little roses, his nose like a cherry. His drow little mouth was drawn up like a bow. Oh my god, imagine this. This is creepy as fuck. And his beard on his chin was white as snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a reef. So this dude, he breaks into your house. He's got white hair, he's smiling at you all fucking cracked out. And he's got like smoke going around here. And his teeth and the smoke circled. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. Need I say more? No, I do not. So I'm going to play another song called Yes by Electronic Senses. That's what you call fate? Damn, boy, that's a good song. It's gonna go into another song because I can't get back to the window before the other one starts. That's good. I liked it. I liked the next song that I was playing too. But that was Yes by Electronic Senses. Gene, I am on my old PC still. I still have my old one. But I will say that I was able to actually play a game last night, and holy crap. The graphics industry is crazy when you could actually see it running how it should be. Wow. But too bad I had an audio issue, and I have no time to do anything all of the month of December. And that's because Zindu left me. He left me for a turkey. And that's why I gotta do the news. We're doing Nick the Rat news. Because that's too much work, Gene. God damn it. I'm playing it right off of SoundCloud. And SoundCloud doesn't have a play one song and stop. And Google Voice doesn't have a way to mute or change the goddamn ringer. Also, look at this. This is like TMZ right now. Now I know how, I know why Zindu's been sending his resume to TMZ, because this is fun. William Shatner is divorced for his 4th time. The divorce actually went through in February, but now it is public information that I could go have sex with Captain Kirk again and not go to hell. So I'm looking forward to that. That's on my list of things to do. Let's man, I can't. Zindu, please come home soon. The news is so hard to do. I don't know which to choose from. There's so many news stories. I don't know how he picks it or does any of that stuff. Look, if you come home, we'll give you back pay, Zindu. God damn it. You know what? Talking about back pay. Couple people have donated to the show, so let's go check out these donations. If you want to donate, you can go to nicktherat.com and you could click something. I don't know. I'm drunk and really sad that I'm on my old computer and not my new beastie one. But I have no time to... I was up to like 5 in the morning last night updating drivers for like the video card and the motherboard and the BIOS and making sure all the fans are working right. And so let's say you donated to Nick the Rat to listen to me go crazy. I guess this is the wrong email. Hold on one second. I don't know where I am right now, everybody. I'm scared. I'm not that scared. Okay. Let's see. NW. I usually, when people donate, I will say their initials, and then the amount may be exaggerated or decimated, perhaps. But you get the idea. And if you want to write a note and put your name in there, please go ahead. And if you write, don't say my initials, I won't say your initials. It's a little confusing system, but it makes it easy for me. NW with $420,000. Thank you so much for that. We have a BBN with a 420, was that rupees? Thank you, BBN. So we got a lot of 420s, and maybe it looks like we might have one more 420 here. We do. From JB. 420 bitcoins. I'm stopping the show. I'm getting out of here. Hallelujah. $420 bitcoins. It's a lot of bitcoins. I was listening to the Horowitz show. They're pumping $10 billion into the economy. They're just printing money that much every month for a while now. Yeah, go listen to a whole bunch of other shows too. There's a lot of information out there. But what information is real? Like, they're saying that these the money that they're putting into that is not it's not quantitative easing, but it is. So weird how like words just make what things are. Like, because before they were known as elves or elves, they were known as the alpacas. What is that called? The alpha elves? Alfalfas? They had a whole nother name. There was a whole bunch of different names for them. They weren't even like elves. We don't know if they were elves or fairies or leprechauns or tiny people or Tinkerbells or male, female. Man, elves are alfalfas. Well, let's see if we have any voicemail. As I look up the proper name of these, all the studying that I've been doing. The Alfar. And the Yule goat. There's a Yule goat, everybody. Did you know that? Let's listen to a voicemail. Let's play, this looks like a good one.
Hello, Nick the Rat. I've come to expose you for what you truly are. Saint Nicholas the Rat. I figure people would find folly with a rat now. Take that hard, boy!
Might be true. Might not be true. Don't know. 420 bitcoins is worth 3 billion. Or is that? Wait, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's 3 million. That's not bad. It's funny because like 8,315 is still big, but in the 3 million aspect, 8,000 is nothing. Because you can make a lot of 8,000s in that 3 million. So yeah, that's a lot of them. It's a full moon out in New York City right now, and we're selling full moon sunglasses. They're parallaxed and they have angles in the cut into the plastic, totally naturally occurring plastic. We don't use. You didn't do it, right? All right, we have a lot of scientists down in the sewer, but they have farmed this plastic from the earth naturally. They're telling me now that they just mold it. It's molded by a professional. Dark sewer moon glasses. They let you see the sun without looking at it or something. That's not the type. Yeah, you didn't. You should have wrote it down. You should have wrote it down. Okay. I'm still getting paid for that ad. We're gonna play another ad too. We have to play more advertisements on the show because this is user supported, but advertiser grounded. I think.
From the people that brought you Sir Bebro's VPN comes an all-new experience that you could have in the comfort of your own home. Are you too much of a loser to go outside and play basketball? Are you too shy and stinky to go to the movies and hang out with your friends? Are you a ugly duckling and can't get a date on Tinder even though you're rich? Well, don't worry, because now you can get Sir Bebro's Brain Games. It's just like virtual reality, but instead of you seeing it on a screen that slapped to your face, it's actually shooting brainwaves right into your skull and making you experience it firsthand. The scientists at the Dark Sewer now were trying to accomplish this a couple of days ago, but they killed at least 30 participants. The Dark Sewer scientists are garbage, but the Bemrose Brainiacs are here to stay. Totally FDA approved. You could be doing anything like partying on bars or smoking cigars in cars. You could be anywhere, basically. It's kind of like a virtual reality, but it's real. It's not like that garbage virtual reality that you get with the screens slapped onto your face. So instead of giving your eyeballs a suntan, why not burn your brain with Sir Bemrose Brain Games? currently being sold on the Dark Sewer Network. Order yours today for $6,900.69. Sir Bemrose Brain Games. Sir Bemrose Brain Games. Sir Bemrose Brain Games.
It's midnight in the sewer. It's midnight in the sewer. And you're here with me in a dark sewer doing a podcast together. Wow, the mic is so hot right now. I could do ASMR. Hi. I'm just walking around your head looking for a place to nibble.
Ever wake up and find your dog dead and parts of your family splattered all over the living room walls?
Oh my God, they're all
You
dead.
might have a demon problem. If you're suffering, demons don't settle for less. You need yourself a Sewer Union Aerospace Corporation brand railgun.
Oh yeah.
Blow heads and clean off any demon within 300 meters of yourself with deadly accuracy.
This thing is great.
Or line them up and punch a hole straight through their chest of at least 5 of your enemies with one shot.
Whoa, that was so cool. Wow.
You can even customize the color of your rail trails
I'm making blue.
with Sewer Union Aerospace Corporation railguns. You'll pray for a demon infestation.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Order yours today.
So fucking
Call
hot right now.
917-719-5923.
Lick it. God, my railgun tastes so good. Oh man, I want more demons. God, I'm fucking hard. Oh God.
Oh, we're gonna attempt to open up the phone lines after we listen to this song from Akira, one of our favorites, Akira, with the Death Chase. Because nothing says happy holidays like a death chase. I can actually see it now, like a Mustang or something in the street and snowing out, and you're just driving, and there's somebody behind you in like a Tesla truck chasing you down with a flaming snowballs or some shit. Akira, Death Chase. We'll be back with more Nick the Rat. Phone lines are gonna be open soon. If they were.
Get that feeling of deja vu?
What is it?
A deja vu is usually a glitch in the Matrix. It happens when they change something. What did you just say?
Nothing, just had a little deja vu.
What did you see? What happened?
A black cat went past us, and then another that looked just like it.
How much like it? Was it the same cat?
Might have been, I'm not sure.
Switch, APOC.
Gotta do that shit. You gotta get fucked up.
That was Akira with Death Chase, and Akira right there. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about elves tonight. I'll open the phone lines right now. Fuck it. And we'll see what happens. We're just gonna have it's Christmas, right? It's it's Christmas time. Scooby-Doo, Charlie Brown don't has to rhyme with your shit, 'cause he's Charlie Brown. And he's just in his pajamas hanging out. All right, let's end Do Not Disturb. End that now. So phone lines are now open. You could give me a call. It might cause the entire sewer to explode. And there'll be presents blowing up all over New York City right now. Pretty much jars of mayonnaise. Yeah, why hasn't there been any like super genius crazy people out there they're not out there doing malicious stuff that are too malicious, but more I guess like kind of like a Banksy, but on a massive level. I'm thinking about Banksy is so annoying, but imagine if Banksy or some artist put jars of mayonnaise that would explode at like Christmas morning on every street on the entire city of New York, and on Christmas morning they all exploded and shot mayonnaise all over the streets at the same time. That would be a mayo Christmas, in my opinion. Free mayo, yeah. We're talking about elves tonight, though. Before we were talking about elves, we were talking about how the law is the only real thing in the world. No, we weren't. Stories are stolen. Oh yeah, stories are stolen stories. They were taken over. My notes here are fragile at best, but I do know what I was talking about at one point. See the original story of elves were basically Nordic people. They were called the Alfas. So they really believed these creatures existed. They were small. They morphed over time. Okay, yeah, I could talk about that now. All right, so we're at that point of the show where we could talk about more things. And you just have to unlock it slowly, because I have to spread this out like mayonnaise on a sandwich if you're, living that way. So, stories are always taken over. It looks like the pagans were the beginning source of the elf as we know today. If you're going back, the story of the elf has morphed a lot. Where are we in this show over here? Sorry, I don't want to try not to spoil myself and blow my load like all over. I want to ooze it out like mayonnaise. So I don't need that window anymore. Wait, I need those windows. Sorry. Wait, was it a voicemail?
This is Frou Frou, and I'm just calling to tell you, it just poops!
Agreed, sir. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, elves cause thievery. And that's why they keep getting stolen by people. They were stolen by people. We're gonna listen to a song right now. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. This is Nick the Rat Radio. You know what this is weird. Because I had the words here. And I think an elf came into the sewer. and took them all. There's a gap. I got this paper right. It's got all these words, and there's a gap in these words right here. Oh, yeah. The elves are Satan. I don't want to talk about... this is like one of Santa's tricks by Mayu. It's so dark in here. But I could see through the light. I could see Blitz and Haze and me. I could see Oz, Tunnin, and Spooky R. Even though she doesn't have internet. And Happy Face Torgo. I just want to tap him on his shoulder. Be like, Torgo, what the fuck's wrong with you? And Bernie Madoff, who made off and then died off. And Black 6. Where's 5 and 4? 3, 2, 1? I don't know, but maybe Blaha knows. He probably would. Carblane's 33. I know her. She's on Hawkstore. Not with Darren O. Or Death Radar. Do and do dum dar do and do dum dum. Flun Ducky. I see Ducky. And I see Fletcher in my future. And Hey Citizen. And Jason 13. And JC Jr. and Provo and Quirkus and Rape Dwarf and Sir Ryan Thomas and people joining the chat too late and Scandy and Slacker and Stillwater and Stranger Luck and Tiefling and Torgo and Void Zero and Zero Ninja. I see you all. Welcome back to Nick the Rat. That was Santa's Tricks. Over there is a crazy song. I don't know what he did with all the words, but he threw them in somewhere. I can never say duodenum. This Are you like an old 50 song like do I denim? Your name I cannot say. You escaped the well, Jean. Wait, hold on. As you wish. You can escape that one. Gotcha. In the 1900s, I don't know when the Alfarats. Oh crap. The Alfar, first spotting of the Alfar. Let's write first Alfar. I don't know when the first Alfar was. First Alfar. It's just a thought. It's not even like it's just a word that exists a long time ago for something that they thought there was like Alfar arrows and stuff. They found Native American arrows and they thought that there were arrows of fairies and stuff. That's why these elves are usually archers that were stolen for Lord of the Rings. And so first there were the Alfar, which are pagan and Nordic creatures, probably pagan creatures, I think. I think they were pagan. Man, the pagans existed, then the Romans, and then the Greeks, then the Romans, right? So it's weird because we always think that the Greeks were robbed from the Romans, but who robbed from the goddamn pagans? And I wonder who the pagans stole from. There's a point in history where it just stops. Like, who did the pagans destroy? Because the pagan... You know what's weird? Okay, damn it. Screw the elves. Let's talk about pagans really quick. Like, where did they get all their information from, these people? I don't know. Like, it's like, oh, that's stolen from the pagans. That's all pagan technology. Stolen from the then where did the pagans steal it from? Were the pagans like the originators of goddamn everything that exists? Like the calendar and seasons and dances and the Kama Sutra. No, I don't know. God damn. Makes me want some gin. Aliens. Ducky might have a point. They might be aliens. There's actually... Oh, man. That's my notes. Elves are tied to aliens, too. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't have said that yet. I shouldn't have said that yet. So I don't know when the pagans thought of the elves or the Alfairs. And then Saint Nicholas was like a whole nother creature. That Saint Nicholas was like a stealing of a saint. But that's what I'm trying to say about language. Alfalsos, whatever. Yeah, Alfie, this goddamn pussy-eating aliens from outer space are now sitting on shelves looking at your kids, making sure that they're not doing anything bad so you could give them sugar. God damn it. It's sugar and plastic. It's like, hey, we're gonna set up secret spies to sit and stare at your goddamn family to see if you get sugar and plastic. That came from the elves on the shelf in 2005, a great invention. Tolkien used the elves in the 1800s. They became correlated with Santa in the 1850s with a magazine called like Goody's Lady Book or some shit. It was like some French dude came to America and was writing for a magazine and was like totally just trying to take over the system. I don't know how he did it, but he made a magazine for women. He called it like Goody's Lady Book, and that's where the elves and Santa came together. But I don't know if he was trying to say that, like, I don't know what he was trying to say. I don't know who he was. But it's true. You could look it up. Look up like Goody's ladies parts. Elf and Lady Book. That might work together. Somebody stole all the words out of my paper here. Let's check. You could send me a gas blast. If you send a email to nick@nicktherat.com, Boobies Ladybug? It might be something like that. Not 100% sure. But I will read your emails live on air if you send... And I don't know if Gas Blast is one word or two. Sometimes I have to search for both. Which kind of sucks, but let's read our first Gas Blast. Radio working correctly, stop. Please send mayo to my coordinates, stop. Thank you, stop. Heart, 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 heart. This message was sent from an amateur radio account. If you reply, be mindful that your reply will be subject to inspection by the public. If your reply contains prohibited content, profanity, professional or commercial business information, etc., it may not reach its destination, and it will endanger your correspondent's license. Ask your correspondent if you have any questions. Stop. I'll get my license one day. Stop. Slap, 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 chop. Oh, and let's listen to another song now, or a voicemail. Let's do another song. We have a lot more songs here. We got Mood End with John Wayne, Special Herbs medley, MF Doom tribute.
Hey, yo. Peace to MF Doom, or Doom, or Victor Von, or King Ghidorah, or
Special Herbs medley.
Some other shit. Metal Fingers.
Special Herbs medley.
Whatever, man.
Special Herbs medley.
It's your boy John Wayne.
Hey yo, it's the return of the tramp, but more styles to cramp than rappers in the caves, rubbing on magic lamps, asking deities to seize me. They're getting needy. They triple wish me crippled, but I'm here to take their gigs. Terabytes and quids, snacking on these beats like I'm snapping on these twigs. It's a breeze. I call them cats cause they hiding in the trees. Nah, not an inch to knock between their knees. Yes, please, and thank you. I'm very polite. Hold the mic like I'm supposed to while I get the produce. Hanky in the shirt and I'm eating rapper tofu. You can't start beef without me. I'm seasoned, bruh. Yeah, I'm eating, I don't even need a reason. Maybe cause I like shitting on every notion you conceive, cause I guess doing me is considered treason, huh? They don't like witches flawless and fearless. Call me the Pink Panther, gooning like Panzer. Any questions, I'm playing 20 answers. Steer clear from jaws dropped year after year. Peer a few years forward, I might be the king with an eye in the land of the blind. Singing with my design, playing the keys. We'll be wildin' out, shooting cannons and wiping the snout. Rappers are down and out, contracting the gout while I'm signing the contracts and I'm jacking all the contacts. Claiming to be manly men. Shit, you couldn't keep up with the Kardashians. Stop it and drop it like it's lukewarm pussy. Please, a fleet of 5-line men couldn't push me. I dare you to write a diss without getting gushy. How can you hate? I'm always mobbing with the goodies. Nookie on nookie and no snookies. No rookies can ride and they gotta have those boom boom thighs. No lie, that's where I reside.
John Wayne, Special Herbs medley.
This is a great beat. This is a great beat right here. So unique, ahead of its time. Yeah.
Hey.
Crazy. Alright, enough horsing around. Let's switch it up. Ghostface, jellyfish, fish scale. Piece of Ghostface, man. Piece of Ghostface. Chasing, racing against the ghost. Boost mobile in the coat. More raw vocal in the throat than anybody you heard as of recent. Thanks to the descent of requirement for those who call decent. They sent me, don't even ask who. They're looking out for you, no need to out the crew. Rappers out of work, no need to scout for food. 2 tickets to see me, bring doom to the room, no MF. You're either right or you're wrong, no left. Your boy split up the lip like cleft. They wanna jest and talk shit while I ingest the kick snare kicks and its hi-hat kids. No shit. No shit. It's no shit, cause the drums all minerals and there's no bullshit, there's no poop, there's no waste.
Let's keep it going.
Keep it up, cause I'm speaking up finally to this culture that's trying me. I'm giving your people a little taste like the winery. And when they hear me behind the mic to breathe, it's like they can't choose between Jiminy Cricket and Criminy to scream. But they can't, they ain't doing their thing. Brain falling asleep because they're sipping on lean, getting seizures on the screen. Baffles me that y'all didn't learn to kick the habit after. Let's keep it moving like the medley. But 95% will turn it when it's getting heavy. But now it's just us among the many who turn a deaf ear to the fresh. Well, God bless them, yes. I suspect this turned to a God session with my arms strong, stretching and my word blessings encased inside a body that'll keep them all guessing. This white man can jump. I'm a Spike Lee joint with a little bit of Kubrick to match. Whatever. Chuck. Stalking in the sewers, I'm bumping like Lex Luger. Running with the beasts that are keeping them in a stupor. J Scoop Zero, Quelle, DJ Harrison, Knox, Juan, Oliver, Ringo, Kev, DB. Peace to Derlin Lurton, everyone who helped out. Your boy loves you, don't forget who to yell out.
Peace to Kumar, Dog High.
Shout out to Assign to switch it up, so let's do that shit.
Jeff Sink.
Oh! If by now I'm not in your top 5, then I'ma just assume you can't count that high. Rappers are practically dead, they ain't about that life. Acting like a Mac, they ain't about that knife. Yeah, I got a wifey, but I ain't about to wife. So these side hoes are golden, more bitches than Frozen. But it's me in the kitchen, cooking up the storm. Peace of Lil B, I ain't fucking with these normcore rappers. Rapping in the sandals and the dapper.
Oh, well, that's enough of that amazingness. Ow. Talking about elves tonight and Christmas and all that good stuff because we like to steal from the pagans who got alien technology apparently. I don't know how they're doing what they're doing, but I wish they could come to my studio and fix my wires. It's actually I just need a little bit more time. I've had this thing for free time for me has been very sparse lately. Can't even talk about how sparse my time has been. That's okay. Because we're still reading emails. Gas blast. Let's check a gas blast. Really? That's the only one the whole week? Well, guys, nobody sent any gas blast. Nobody wants me to read anything. Nobody wants to send me a call. Nobody wants to try to wait. Actually, I probably muted the voicemail again. Yeah, I'm scared to. I don't know what's gonna happen. Ow. Let's okay. Apparently I just had the phone off the whole time. We have voicemails. Let's do a voicemail.
This is Trooper once again informing you that, as far as I can tell, your levels are adequate to do a show and stuff like that there. Time check, 2300 inclusive. Meow for now.
Meow for now, buddy boy. That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about elves and magic, basically, and society. Society and elves. And words. That's because that's how we like to do things on this show. If you want to talk to me about words or elves or society or holidays or pagans, give me a call at 917-719-5923. You might be able to talk to me live. It's very cold out. It'll start warming up when I got my 2070 Super pumping out all those triangles a little bit later. Too bad. Sound is the hardest thing. Sound is weird because your eyes could only see one source of light or kind of concentrate on one source. I guess you could actually concentrate on more than one source of light, but it gets a little fuzzy. With sound, you could have tons of different sounds. Whoa. Okay, we got a hello caller.
Hey, it works.
Does it work?
Yeah, it does work, evidently.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I wonder if anybody heard the Google ringtone. I hope not.
You could ask.
I know, but they probably did. Okay, well, I'm asking. Okay, hello, caller. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great. And we're talking about elves, and I had a question. I don't know if you're going to get to this later in this show, so you could tell me to shut up. When did the mythos of elves come into the Christmas time storytelling?
Oh, I started to get into that. It came in through the magazine. A French guy actually brought it over to America. It was the French. There was a picture of Santa with elves that they put into a magazine. It was called like Boyle's Ladies Magazine or something. I could get the name for you.
Yeah.
And that was the first.
They were trying to. What was the purpose? Like to like.
Oh,
expand
that's
the
a good
mythology,
question.
or-
Okay, well, from my knowledge of it, it might just be they were trying to sell a magazine and they just got lucky with a meme that got hot, or they were trying to make it seem like slavery is okay and little creatures could do it too. And if you're if you're an immigrant from the Nordic world, then you know about elves and you want to be a slave for this country's society to make toys for kids. I don't know. Might be.
Oh. All right. Well,
what do you think?
We'll carry on then. I don't know. I was just curious because I've wondered, and I just never knew where they came from. I know that. I mean, you know, when I was a lot younger, I remember a lot of stories like, oh, the elves this, the elves that, but like, where did they come from and why? Like, why?
How do they get tied in with Christmas?
Yeah, why are they making Etch-a-Sketches? Isn't that a licensed trademark of some Boston company?
Well, Christmas elves come off of Christmas Santa, and Christmas Santa comes off of Christmas, which comes down to Christ, which came down to... It's all stolen from the pagans. Everything is robbed from the pagans. And I don't know where the pagans stole it from, because they were probably really good murderers and or something. I don't know.
And the pagans, like, a lot of the information is lost to history because
they killed all the people that knew about the pagans.
The what?
Actually, well, from what I know of the pagans were most peaceful people in the world. But the fact that I don't know anything about the pagans, maybe they were the most evil people in the world.
Well, they were barbarians, right? Like in the civilization sense, the game. They don't really have a written history, so it was only passed down after they were kind of taken over and forced to be whatever the religion at the time was. So that's why there's not really very much information. And I was going to say the neo-pagan movement, like, which is I think sometime around 1925 or 1945 or something like that. That's all this New Age, you know, frou-frou stuff. It has nothing to do with like the olden pagan traditions. But every time you hear about a holiday, if you go and look, you'll see that it's been celebrated before it was ever celebrated by Christians. And
we take these things as being real. Like when you say, it's kind of annoying because you could say everything isn't real, which is just annoying. But you could be like, well, you know, nothing's real. Like what is New Year's Day? It's not real. Okay, yeah, but it's
right.
real. We all celebrate.
It's very arbitrary.
Everything is very arbitrary.
Well, no, it's New Year's is arbitrary, but I mean, you had like harvest festivals and harvest days and stuff like that,
which are linked to the weather and when you actually do harvest, like physical work. Physical things are you can't really change the word harvest. Like the act of taking from nature.
Yeah.
Is you can't say we're gonna yeet this corn. I guess you could say that, but you wouldn't, because you're not yeeting it. You're harvesting it because you're gonna eat it. You're using the stuff for something else. But it seems like there's a lot of stuff out there that has different words that could be changed.
Well, sowing seeds and plowing means something completely different today than it meant 200 years ago.
It's about putting the seed in the dirt and then putting everything on top of inside the hole and just stuffing it in. And wait. Words change. Some words can't change. because they're too specific for an actual physical movement. And that's why Santa is now a giant fat elf with little elfic slaves around him. Kind of fucked up. I don't know where we are in the show. I do want to bring this more Nordic. There's a little 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got 3. Yeah, I guess we could do this. You guys want to get Nordic out here? Let's listen to something that explains it much better than I can. I came across this earlier today. This is fresh for me, and it's going to be probably fresh for you. This is a okay, so basically elves and the Alfir, so they're called Alfir. They're like nature things. They're like the spiritual nature creature that pagans said they were. And then the people that took them over kind of... It's so weird that people were able to take over. Why would a culture that was taken over still exist today, but the culture that took it over be in control? I don't know. Okay, Alfir, Nordic, it spread, something was stolen from that culture, and then the people that stole it brought it someplace else, and they became Satan in the 1900s, and then they became elves and elves, then they became elves on the shelves, and they became spies. But still, if you're in a Norwegian country, I think you still believe in let's listen to Freya Norling talk about elves.
The fairy people do come from...
Wait, rewind that. Hold on, here we go. This is great.
The fairy people do come from the stars. They tend to come quite often to our planet to heal nature, because the place where they do live, the planet where they do live, is actually a planet where nature is absolutely at its best, and often when you do manage to see them on our planet, it's because they would like to take our nature back to the pristine state where it's supposed to be. So why is it so easy to see the fairy folk up here, in the north of the world? Basically because our nature up here is absolutely super pristine. What are the elves doing when we see them dancing in the fog? What they are doing is actually that they are collecting data. This is a very fascinating concept, it's a lot less poetical than we can think of. They are literally collecting data for taking them to their planet, where nature is a totally unpolluted kind of nature, so they collect data mostly from the Arctic, and from all over the world, but from here, because our nature is a lot unpolluted, so they really tend very often, this I figure out in my channeling session, they tend to figure out why in this part of the world humans have managed not to damage nature as much as in other places in the world. So basically they do collect data from our seas and from our soil to understand, and from us to understand what is our secret formula. So this is actually quite fascinating, and as I was saying, it's a little bit less poetical that we can think of. It has become a great part of the folklore, but there is a lot of scientific reasons behind it, that we don't know, we don't think about. I didn't know either before I started channeling these kind of beings and understand their purpose on this planet, because once again, the fairy folk is not of this planet. The fairy folk are star people that do come here to interact with humans for understanding some things that are very relevant to them and for collecting a huge amount of data. So I thought it would have been a nice piece of information to give to you. I also wanted to show you briefly that the light is coming back, guys. Can you see?
I can see. I can see it down there.
The sun is coming back.
So there you go, everybody. I could listen to that all day. That's great. Let's close that right there. That was talking about, because, you know, the Nords think that fairies and elves and leprechauns, they're all the same. They're all in the same elf. It's fun to think about. It's fun to live through. Why not make it real? Freya Norling. FREYIANORLING. The funny thing is, on her YouTube page, this will blow you away. It says her address. I'm actually just going to read it to you now. She's like, if you want to send me stuff, go to this address.
Hello, everyone. This is
her.
Freya, and welcome
It's
to
Freya.
a new.
And I could listen to that. I followed her because I think it's great to listen to. I feel connected more to the planet and the spirits that exist when I hear the words come from her. So yeah, a mailing address for people who asked to be able to send gifts. It's Freya Norling at Marms, MARNES. There's like a weird circle over the A. It looks like a spaceship. She might be an alien. 8130 Sand Horny? HORNO with a slash through it. Y. Sand Hornoy, Norway. Marnes 8130 Sand Hornoy, Norway. When you go to it and you look at it on Google Street View, it's under a bridge. It's Sandy. It's SANDHORN0Y. It's fun to listen to. So subscribe today. Let's do another song over here. We have this one right here. This is gonna be fun. This is Nordic Sounds with Flair. That's loud.
The owls are not what they seem.
I'm gonna play Jingle Bells.
Dick the Rat! Hey, motherfucker. You're a badass motherfucker. I just wanted to tell you that. Motherfucker. 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 Unmute that fucking tab.
As soon as that camera is off, he gonna fuck that little dog.
That, my friend, is a great question. It was actually done by Nick the Rat.
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
But I just gotta let you know right now, man, you're doing great stuff, and I fucking love you, man. Your show rocks. Nick the Rat!
Go. Nordics, flare, Nordic, blah, 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 Nordic. Hey, whoa. Welcome back, everybody. This is Nick the Rat Radio. Ow. I can't wait till this show's over so I could try to fix the sound drivers on my other computer. Also, I want to install Witcher 3 on there. Ooh, boy. Ooh, it's cold in here. Ooh. Seriously, the visuals are a lot more easy to control than audio stuff. Visuals is like there's one pipe going straight into your irises, but for your ojos, your ears, your ear hose. Your oranges. I do not use ASIO because, I don't know, maybe I should try to use ASIO. I don't think it works with this soundboard. This mixer that I have. I just have to I think this is like the layers of drivers upon themselves, and maybe I had it right in the first place. I just didn't know what I was doing with the... Thank you, Sir Bemrose, for the laugh. I needed that, actually. We're talking about elves. December. Harvest season. Was there ever a Santa Claus in hot places? Is there like a south of the equator Santa? Does he come before or after people? So why is it okay for people to lie to kids about that, but they need to tell them the truth about other things? How could you really promote a lie? Like, I think some of these holidays and old traditions actually sally forth the lies of today that are really damaging society. If you tell a kid Santa Claus isn't real, you're burned at the stake. You're ostracized from society. You can't do that to a kid. But if you tell a kid Santa Claus is real, then you're kind of you're carrying on a system of perpetual enjoyment. Because Santa Claus is real, and he's an elf that has spies that are smaller than him. He'll eat them. Santa eats elf. That's where Keebler elves came from. Keebler elf cookies, the Keebler cookie biscuit company. Did you know that, what is it? It's the British biscuit some shit. It's Nabisco. North American Biscuit Company. That's what Nabisco stands for. They sell ass mister. Damn you, Gene Witch. Stop writing words all up in the chat. You keep on typing. Well, the Keebler Elf factory built into that tree stump didn't come around until like late 1800s, I think. Or 1900s. It was like 100 years after the cookie. Like the modern Santa elf came into play in about the 1820s, I think. And no, there was the Tolkien. Hold on one second. I gotta get this name. I gotta get this name over here. Where's this magazine? I gotta get these two magazine names. I should have had this all queued up. Oh wait, I should have it in here. Alright, everybody. Let's see if I could read my own words. Harold Abersold, 2005 Shelf on the Elf. No, that's what we're talking about. There's an Alpha Blot. These, there's a lot of people that celebrate Alpha Blot. And Alpha, A-L-F-A is elf. And then Alpha Blot is like a elf party where you dance on your relative's grave because they now live under your house, under your land. And every winter, you'd go out there and you'd kind of like hope you'd give food to elves so they don't fuck with your house because they live on your property. And you celebrate the Alpha Blot, and they don't come to your... They'll be good to you. They'll let the dead not rise, perhaps. Then America was made in 1776. No, that's what we're not talking about. Why do I have Plutus, the god of wealth, here? Wait, I'm going way off. Topic here. I want to find that magazine name. Jeez. Okay, I just want to find the magazine name, and then we can continue on with the show. Cold. It's cold in the sewer right now. What do elves like to eat at Christmas? Thanks for your questions. We have answered many of other questions before, but the question about elves and what they eat at the North Pole at Christmas is a very good question. Elves work hard, very hard. So we eat a lot of protein and a lot of foods that give us stamina and energy. Miss Claus loves to feed us a diet of whole grains. What the fuck is this? MyMerryChristmas.com? Wow, there's elf propaganda out here. You don't know if this is real or not. Like, what are these elves doing? Are these elves aliens? Are they slave labor? Are they children? Are they spirit? Are they fairies? Are they alpha? Are they Alpha Blot? Are they dead family? Are they the dead pagans that are in our corn chips? Plastic bag on fire, causing cancer in our lungs? These are the questions that I like to ask on Nick the Rat Radio. Let's see if we have any voicemails over here. It looks like we have one, so let's play that one.
Hey, Nick. So I'm driving along here. Well, I'm not the one driving. He's driving. And we just drove by Dairy Queen. Did you know that their blizzard of the month is, what was that? Chicken bacon with ranch barbecue sauce and extra mayo. Well, the extra mayo bit we'd have to get on the side. But really, who does a chicken bacon ranch blizzard nowadays? Don't they know that that's like totally hipster? It's like not even cool anymore. You'll figure. You know, I'm going to blame it on Santa's elves. Those little bastards are the ones who went over to Dairy Queen to come up with that because they want more cookies. Santa doesn't feed them enough cookies. Besides, we already know Santa drinks all the milk.
So now we know what they eat.
Y'all have a good one. Take care, Nick the Rat, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Hello, caller.
Hi, I'd like to order some Thai.
Some Thai? How long?
Some Thai, yes. I'd like the number 33.
33.
Which is Yeah, the Tom Young Wankar guy.
Some wine. Yeah, we have that. We could give that to you right now. Do you want to give us your address, sir? Sam Wankire. Some Wankire.
A couple of lady boys.
Some
and
lady.
A couple of lady boys.
So you want some Wankire and lady boy? Okay, I just gotta put this in. But sir, I just need your ad. We're really busy tonight. There's a lot of people coming into the restaurant. What is your credit card number? How are you paying?
I'm gonna pay by cash on delivery.
Cash on delivery. Oh, so you want? Okay, so I'll cook up this some wanker and we'll put it on a boomer bun.
That'll work. Beautiful. How about that'll be what, 20 minutes?
33 minutes, sir.
33 minutes, and how much? $69.95.
Plus the tax of $4.20, making it. If I could do that on the fly right now, that'd be magical.
I can't add up either. Yeah, that'll.
I hope he comes in with the money. We'll have everything worked out soon in the studio. I'll put time into it when I have the time to do it. But I got it mostly worked out. It's cold down here. Do you hear that breeze? Support your local sewer today and throw your old jackets down the sewer. We still have a lot more show to go of Nick the Rat Radio. Every Wednesday we come right into your ears. Mayo fully loaded. Lube them up and ship them out. We're at song number 8. We're not on the keyer anymore. We're not doing that. You know what? Let's listen to this old song redone by Rob Nordellos with Jim. You know what? We need to sell some more advertisements. I don't think we got any donations yet during the show. And sometimes the sewer shuts down. Well, no, it doesn't. So, yeah, let's see if we got any gas blast. We don't have any gas. We don't have any free gas. I'm just asking the community for free gas, and nobody out there could spare their ass. So let's listen to Rob Noodleloose. What? Time it about.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with.
No, stop it. Stop playing the song that auto plays. The autoplay song should not be played right now.
If you go away.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. We are having evidently the adding of terpenes for flavor. You know what, Nick? Can I call about vapes? Yeah, give me we could talk about vapes. Elves are just deep vapes of elves. The Presley that you get under your crust mass tray every year. Whoa! Alright, let me, sorry about the Google ringtone, if that's going through, I don't know. Hello, caller!
Oh, wow, I got some digital delay here. That's amazing.
Well, you need to
Hello?
go OTG. You need
Hello?
to go OTG.
So, we're talking about elves.
Elves,
Okay,
fairies.
So there is actually a hierarchy, and elf is at the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
The top
what's
one
that,
is
what's above elf?
The top one is fizz.
Sis?
And then the one that most people recognize would be uff, right?
This elf?
Yeah, and then you have MF, which we all know what that stands for.
Motherfucker.
And then you have and you have Luf and Wolf and Ulf, and then you have Sloof or Self.
Whoa.
And then you have Elf.
You're losing me. So we got Swilmuff, motherfucker, Bluff, and Elf.
Yeah. So when I heard you were doing a show on Elf, I thought you were talking about 3 to 30 hertz. Extremely low frequency.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? When my sound drivers got all fucked up, my microphone went to like maximum boost, and I think I heard creatures in the walls.
Oh man, so a coil of wire. I mean, that's a pretty good antenna. I mean, that small. Whew.
Do you think there's insect or parasites that like to live inside of electronics?
Oh, ants love American 60 hertz.
Oh man, we should sell hot sauce that was tuned at 60 hertz.
For ants?
No, for humans, because humans buy it. Ants take it for free.
I mean, nothing's for free.
For humans,
so I was gonna.
You can't just get hot sauce.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. We got a little bit of a delay.
When was the last time you got to you can't? Are you listening to me on the phone or on the stream?
On the phone.
So, what, you have phone delay?
Oh, always.
For
so radio waves. If you want me to expand upon that, I can. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about terpenes.
Oh yeah, what was the terpenes? I saw that in the chat. I would like to know about the terpenes.
All of these vape sicknesses and everything is because of this synthetic THC put in vape pens, and then like some lady was trying to she cut it with the wrong type of cutting material. She cut it with oil, and you're not supposed to ever inhale oil because you get pulmonary lipidosis, I think is the technical term, right?
Pull my berries, lick my two dicks. Dose dicks?
Man, I used to live with this guy that was in Iraq, and he came back, and it was really cold one time. He's like, you're going to get Bill Pullman something or other. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Bill Pullman something or other? He's talking about pulmonary something. And I'm like, Bill Pullman? Huh? I know that guy. Anyway, pulmonary lipidosis, which means fat in the lungs. You don't want to get fat in the lungs.
Can you get this from like cooking burgers?
Yeah.
If you're like over a grill and you're cooking a burger and the grill,
yeah. So
what about olive oil?
if you work at like a burger restaurant and you're constantly like if the hood vent, that's what it's called.
Well,
if the hood vent isn't working properly to exhaust all the fumes from the burgers cooking, you can actually get pulmonary lipidosis.
Has there been a lawsuit for this? Can we maybe start a little group of maybe lawyers together to get some money?
Sure. Have you been exposed to
burning fat?
Have you?
Sure. Yeah, why not? I use oil to cook eggs or anything.
Really?
Well,
butter to cook eggs.
Yeah, but butter's fat too. Does that not give you pull my leg, gimme halitosis?
You know what? Yeah, you're probably right. It probably does give you XML-NOP halitosis. Anyway, so when you do an extraction, either hexane or, you can use alcohol or whatever you can boil hemp to get an extraction of THC, and it comes out really pure. It's like, when you distill wine, it's just the alcohol. You're not getting the grape flavor. They have to add the grape flavor back in. Or if you're distilling, yeast and sugar water, it comes out as vodka. And if you want it to have any flavor, you have to put the flavor back in. So what they do is they take marijuana.
Can I interrupt you completely, but see if you could go down a whole nother track that if I would find super insane?
Go for it.
You said that they add the flavor back.
Right.
Do you know how they do that?
How they add you would mix some of the undistilled stuff back in.
Undistilled, like
whatever.
Skin of lemon, like lemon zest?
Well, so let's say, so you go to the store and you buy Welch's grape juice, and you put that in a pot with some yeast and some sugar, and then you let it sit covered for a couple days. Well, now you got wine. You just have to you strain it off the top. You got wine. So if you distill that, it's going to be a clear liquid. It's not going to be purple at all. It'll be clear.
Yeah.
And that's pure alcohol. So in order to make that have a flavor that isn't just, ethyl alcohol or whatever it is, you add some of the...
You could take Welch's grape juice and turn it into fancy French wine?
Yeah. Oh, yes, you can. Yeah, I've done it. I don't recommend doing it because having that much wine at one time is a lot. It's too many.
Can you ferment Capri Sun?
You could actually. I had a friend that left a bottle of Hawaiian Punch in his car, and he drank a lot of Hawaiian Punch for some reason. And he had left the bottle sit in his car, and he didn't pour it into a glass. He drank out of the bottle, and he mixed up which bottle was old and new, and he drank out of the old bottle and got drunk.
Really?
Because it fermented in his car. Yeah.
Was he driving? Did he get pulled over? And he's like, "No, officer, I was drinking this here Capri Sun. It's just old.
High C."
I can imagine that not being very tasty. Like he must have tasted a difference. Like, wow, this is fermented in the sun in my car.
But warm Capri Sun versus fermented Capri Sun. Are you going to be able to? Really, are we going to split hairs on the taste?
If I was like, ooh, this is fermented, I'd start spilling it all over my body. I'd just squirt it all over me. Take it in through pores. Can you get drunk through?
It's weird.
Through pores?
Nobody has fermented mayo yet.
Oh man. Well, mayo is mostly eggs, though. Can you ferment egg? You could put egg in ferment.
I'm thinking. mean, you have eggnog, right? What's the nog mean?
That dude in Star Trek. He's an officer.
So they add the terpenes back in for flavor. That was my whole point.
Well, yeah, but I wonder where, like, terpenes isn't essence of egg. Like, there's, like, egg-flavored flavors. How do they make chemicals that taste like grape?
Oh, man.
How do you trick the tongue? Like,
let me think.
Are there, like, tongue hackers out there that we're just not that cool to be?
Well, there are, I think they're called esters. There's esters of this and that. So, like, blueberries have, like, this complex chemical signature, and then, like, they've isolated, like, a specific part of the blueberry. This is what makes it taste like a blueberry. And they can synthesize that.
But how do they
So they've done
synthesize
this for,
that? What do they use? They use blueberries to do it? Or does it come from, like, rocks? Like...
No. So when you know how they say, like, no artificial flavors, like, artificial flavors, it's like, if you have, like, a blueberry candy that has no artificial flavors, that's a blueberry that's been, like, they distill blueberry juice and then, like, they drip it into the candy.
Sugar from the sugar and the flavor comes from probably a blueberry of some sort. They, like, distilled the blueberry down into an alcohol and then made it into candy. I don't know.
Well, no. Well, I mean, it has to be fermented to be alcohol.
Yeah, true. Okay, they just kind of got, like, the essence of blueberry into there somehow. Cause
you can distill anything. I mean, look at essential oils. That's all distilled. So
yeah, it's just,
you can have, like, lavender essential oil. That's distilled lavender put into vitamin E oil.
Has anybody ever made like a salve made of toe of newt?
Is that like an actual plant?
No, it's toe of newt, like a newt's toe.
Oh, like the lizard?
Yeah, like the lizard. Like, has anybody ever made that, or is that just has that never existed?
I mean, if you had a bunch of newt toes, and you put it into a big pot of boiling water, and then you boil it all off, whatever was left at the bottom would be
toe of newt.
Distilled toe of newt.
Do you think anybody's ever actually done that?
Yeah, I imagine so. I mean, they used to do all kinds of crazy stuff back in the days of yore.
Well, that's true. What's the crazy? Has you ever been fermenting stuff or actually distilling things down? What's the weirdest thing you've made less of recently?
Blood.
Really?
I guess.
I can imagine that being like pink salt.
Pink salt?
Well, I would imagine if you broke blood down to something or nothing, it would just be like pink salt.
Well, it's got lipids and it's got protein and it's got all
butter.
this iron and
pink butter.
Pink butter, yeah, pretty much. It's like it'd be pretty gelatinous, I think.
Or would it be red? Would the red stay, or would the red go with?
It kind of goes. Everything turns brown when you.
When so it'd be like a doo-doo, like a liquid poo.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can't really pay too much attention to what you're cooking when you're cooking because it all looks disgusting.
That's why I don't like to get stoned before I cook.
Do you?
Maybe that's why I like baking. Baking seems like the least gross. I always find that I make
hot dog quesadillas whenever I get stoned and cook.
Well, this is true. You make something tasty, but if you think about what you're making, then you're probably too stoned. But I like baking because everything you do with baking is like super innocent, but everything in baking is completely horrible for you.
Oh, that's so true. Hey,
it's like here's 5 bags of powder.
Go ahead.
And a couple eggs, and you're gonna have something. Ooh, great.
Yeah.
Opposed to
every time somebody's like, "These are the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had," I'm like, it's really hard to fuck up 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of brown sugar. How do you screw that up?
Some people do fuck it up, though. Baking is not for everybody. It takes it's a skill. There's a baking skill. People get lazy with the dough. They don't like mixing the ingredients, and if you don't mix it totally, it's going to be kind of gross. It's like, here's a fucking
when I was
half mixed cookie.
when I first started smoking, we made cookies, chocolate chip cookies from scratch, actually, or peanut butter cookies or something like that. Whatever you have to bake.
So you created the planet Earth and then grew wheat and dirt. You said from scratch.
In order to bake an apple pie from scratch, you first have to create the universe.
Yeah. So how from scratch did you go? Oh, crap. Scared him away. Scared him away, everybody. He couldn't answer the question. Welcome back to Nick the Rat, where we're taking advertisements right now because we should just play some ads. Ads are revenue, and the government has been pumping about, what was that, $200 billion or $100 billion into the system every month. Well, why don't they give it to the podcasters?
Oh my God!
What, honey?
I just had an out-of-body experience.
Honeykins, that's bullshit. We all know that is bullshit. You can't have such a thing.
I swear I just had one.
You can't prove that.
Sick of hearing that there is no proof for out-of-body experiences? Well, now you can tell that bitch to shut the fuck up using the out-of-body selfie stick. The only selfie stick that can astral project with you. Next time you start your transcendental meditation, grab onto your OOBESS.
Honey, you got a package. What is it?
Oh, you'll see. And she will, with the OOBESS, with the outer body experience selfie stick. Order yours now, 917-719-5923.
All I want for Christmas is you. You, Zindu. Miss you, Zindu.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zindu. You might recall that I'm from Oktar. Also, I was a newscaster on that terrible show Nick the Rat Radio. All those checks he gave me bounced. I almost destroyed him, but it did get me a lot of chicks. Now, when I'm out there cruising with the babes, with the chicas, I really like to have sex with them. Yes. Oh man, nothing better than having sex with people you're with.
Sounds turkey.
Better than watching Netflix, I'll say that. Sometimes I remember Nick the Rat while I'm trying to get it on.
Whoa,
and it makes getting my penis, my big Octarian thick log, filled with blood. It's very difficult sometimes, even though I'm in great health and I have a giant penis. But that's okay, because I still have connections in the dark sewer network, and they have the best dick pills ever. Oh man, these penis pills will make you harder than you've ever believed. It's like they juiced Medusa and put her in a bottle, and she's just staring at your penis all night. Oh man, rock hard, the best thing in the world. If you want to get yours, you just give 917-719-5923. Give them a call. The dark sewer scientists are standing by to take your order. One bottle, only $69.99. There's 100 of these bad boys in there. You can be pill popping all night. You're not going to die either, because if you do, we don't exist. Ha 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 ha. Do what Zindu does. Have tons of unprotected drug-fueled sex today with dark sewers, penis hardening, pill popping fun. Order now.
think we're sold out of those. We can't deliver them by Christmas. That was pretty awkward. That was... Oh, boy. I wonder if he's ever coming back. You know who I miss? Everybody. It's, that's like the worst part of the holidays, is that you realize that you kind of miss everybody. But the thing is, you can't get hung up on missing people. You just got to keep going with the people you have. Give them opportunities. And the closer the location, the opportunities doth rise. Like, hey, if I was right outside your house, we could go play craps on your staircase and drink 40s. But you might be in Canada right now, and I'm not there. So, but, you know, you could still call me. Oh my God. Sorry, everybody, about the Google ringtone. I think I could find it. It might not even be on the... Hi, caller.
Hey, Nick.
Hi.
First off, Zindu will be back. He cannot forsake you.
He cannot. You're right. I also have a GPS tracker in him that I just didn't... I haven't looked for it yet.
Ooh, good one on that one. I never would have thought of that.
Sure, I should
do have a bit of information for you.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Eggnog is nothing... Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. They're almost hot. Oh!
Little more. Little more.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, you ready for it?
Eggnog.
Eggnog is nothing more than holiday spiced mayonnaise.
Mayo. Actually, yes, eggnog and mayo. Mayo is eggnog. You're
holiday spiced eggnog.
It's all egg. It's all the same. You're right. Holiday spiced.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
I know. Weird.
Hold on. Are you Saint Elf Saint Elf with that amazing knowledge of the Mayonog?
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of me being an elf. However, I can say my feet are tiny, my hat is pointy, and life is absolutely happy right now, and Santa needs me to get back to making toys.
Oh, man. These, oh yeah,
Yes.
this are the elves enslaved? Are they a enslaved population?
Well, not necessarily enslaved. I mean, we do it because we kind of like it, but that's because the pixie dusted sugar cookies, oh my God, they're like so tasty. They're an addiction, and the more we get, the more productive we are. And as long as they provide us those little cookies, life is good. Without those cookies, everything can just go to heck. Santa can do what he wants. Just give us those cookies.
I've got more questions.
I might have more answers.
Are elves, can they only exist in cold temperatures?
Okay, well, as far as the brethren go, yes, colder temperatures are much better because if you stick us in warmer areas, we melt. Not joking. We actually melt.
I was actually about to say
and
that.
And then you have to skip us up.
I actually have a theory about this. Can you confirm or deny my theory?
Sure.
Okay, so Santa's up north. He's got his factories in places where even Pepsi or Nike will not go. He's got these little people that are working for him, like doing time almost. And they have to be in the cold because these elves are like fairies. They're small. They got little hands that are soft. They work fast. The cold weather keeps them together. If it was warmer, like down south, that's why they don't really have Christmas trees and snow and Santa on. You can't have Santa landing in the like in sand and stuff with his sleigh. You don't see that. That's not true. Elves
it's not.
need the cold.
We work too fast. We vibrate too fast. We need the cold to slow us down. If it weren't for the cold, we'd be exploding all over the place, and that's just a big mess.
Especially like these elves, if they're on your shelf and if they're exploding, if they're filled with mayo.
Add some holiday spice and kiss your shelving goodbye.
We're going to send out rats on your shelf filled with mayo this Christmas. No,
No.
No, it's
Be nice to the rats.
Blow up the elves.
Okay, that's worth it. Do you know how many orders we get for blow up elves? The inflatable elves are like one of our best sellers.
Whoa, wait, hold on one second here. We can't be... this is breaking the terms of service of Nick the Rat Radio. You can't advertise other people's products in the sewer. Only sewer scientist approved products down here. Inflatable elves with phallic sharp ears. Maybe I could sell it to my lawyers before the other person already has them out on the market. We're talking about Christmas and elves. It's a stormy night in New York City right now. If you're actually in New York City, it's probably not very stormy for you, but in the sewer, it's because the lower down in the system you get, the more wind blows over the holes. It's kind of like there's a abstract pulling and pushing of air through your system, and we're experiencing that right now. Let's listen to a song and end the show. Wait, is it the end of the show? There's got to be more. Hold on one second. We can't end the show yet. Oh, no, really? We're not going to do that whole thing. Okay, look. There was a couple scientists that... I have a writing team of scientists. There's like 7 of them, maybe even 9 or 6. I don't really keep track. They circle through a lot, often. There's a dark sewer magnet, I think, like a just a dense rock sewer, it's like a goddamn something that's circulating people around it real quick. That's the end of the show. So thanks for tuning in this week. I'm going to probably have this new sewer studio set up by next week. I have one day coming up soon where I'll be able to focus on the situation down here. Things are getting exciting. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll have a little bit of a post show. So if you want to, I guess I should do some housekeeping, as they say on the Penske podcast with Wes and Clay and everybody. We'll be back next week, bigger and better than ever. We shall be celebrating Alpha Blot which is like Halloween in something. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Elves are goddamn spying on you in your Ring doorbells. They're on your shelves. They have their... Elves have morphed from alpha pigs to fucking elves to fairies to a whole bunch of different... But now they're working with the government and corporatism or something, or just spying on you. They're on your shelf. They're in your house. There's elves everywhere. They're in your walls. There's elves probably in my microphone. There's elves in my whoa. I'll be back next week, Nick the Rat Radio, with all the sewer chatters out there. Thank you for the emails, calls, and everything. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, and there's Kwanzaa and New Year's and Festivus and Thanksgiving and Easter and Ramadan, and I don't know what all the Buddhists celebrate. There's a lot of words that mean the same stuff out there, and we're here to explore them together. And have fun too, because sometimes it's good to live in the moment of the moment. I'm not anti having fun. Let's listen to this last song and have some more fun before we get out of here. Also, Lavish, I will be sending your artwork out soon. The first person to email me saying that they want art will win a pin that I'll send out in January. Probably. Maybe sooner. I don't know. I'll do another giveaway if I actually redeem it. But if you email me with a free pin at nick@nicktherat.com, I will give you Zindu's pin number if you could find him and bring him back. Okay, everybody. We're gonna end the show here. I gotta fix my computer. We got Swello. Christmas time is here. Merry Christmas, everybody. Do you know what I wish for Christmas? Is that fabric didn't ride, like backpacks slide off your shoulder, or they make your shirt come up, or chairs. Like, I hope for Christmas I get suspenders. Invisible suspenders is what I want for Christmas. I want that, Santa, please. Please give Nick the Rat invisible suspenders. And I don't want like some cheap ass, thin shit, fucking garbage, plastic wrap suspenders that you wrap in plastic tuna sandwiches.
That we on a holiday, day. Snow is falling, singing jingle all the way.
I want that thick, invisible, plastic suspender. She's doing her thing. Greta's living big. I want to be on the Time Rodent of the Year magazine. God damn it, Greta's a goddamn elf.
You're building a rat ship here.